or enemies that are close to you that maybe you still have a Facebook commerce with, people they don't necessarily like, and people they can't be with in real life, Varma said. And it is easy to imagine they have more friends, more money, and a more exciting life. If you compare yourself to others, you're always going to find somebody that's better looking than you, somebody who's younger, that has more hair on the top of their head. Certainly, most people have more hair on the top of their head than I do. That make more, who are more famous, that are better athletes, that beat the socks off you at tennis, that would, if you start doing kickboxing with them, they'd be doing all the kicking and boxing, and you'd be doing all the ouch, ouch, ouch. Whatever it is. I mean, if we compare our lives with others, what we forget, who was the famous guy that said imitation is suicide? That, envy, imitation, imitation is suicide. That's giving someone outside you more validity than you have, which diminishes your life. Was that Emerson or Thoreau? Anyway, famous person said it. And I used to know, have the tip of my tongue, which one of those famous people said it, but I don't remember now. One of them did, though. I've seen it in print plenty of times, so you can take my word for it. Don't be calling me a liar about that. Yeah, anyway, people should be aware that Facebook can have these effects on them. And being aware. Now, the Buddhists, being aware, being the present moment, meditational attitude, be here now, yeah. And stop thinking about what you could have done. You see, I wish that when I'd been in high school, that I had paid attention. My mother had me take violin lessons, and piano. I wish I'd kept up with that stuff, guitar lessons. My brother and I could have been the Everly Brothers. That's a whole different story in itself. We could have done things. We made a record together singing duets. We did that. We actually did, way back when. But if I had been able to play the guitar in high school, I mean, I can imagine being in that assembly and all of a sudden start doing these guitar licks, and everybody goes, whoa, and they start, they were fooling around, maybe making cat calls my way. You hear the booing or something like that. And then all of a sudden they hear you're doing these guitar licks, and a few of them, and before you know it, But I'm playing with the sound effects. There isn't a real studio audience. A lot of you probably got fooled. That's not nice. Where was I? I was talking about Facebook. Okay, so anyway, what you need to do if you're having Facebook envy is, well, first of all, you can always get out of Facebook. Just don't go there anymore. Don't do that comparison. But maybe blow up some of the photos that you see there and see flaws. Maybe somebody they didn't wipe their nose as carefully as they thought they did when they're having this picture of them in this pub in London, and they've got, a booger. Excuse my French. They've got a bouget, hanging off from their nose. And maybe when they talk, they tend to repeat themselves in silly ways. They go like this, like that, this, and maybe they say dumb things with that rising inflection at the end of their voice, and they sound like 20-year-olds. And all of a sudden, you don't envy them anymore. So will you stop pretending that everything you say has to be about the length of a tweet? You tweet. Yeah. You can't have extended thoughts. You don't have the je ne sais quoi that ability to say what oft was said but ne'er so well expressed, that you would have if you spent more time reading, more time actually exploring your thoughts on paper, refining it. Writing is rewriting, as we say in the trade, and instead of just everything's instant, tweet this, tweet that, and for sure, saying for sure and things like that. Anyway, I'm not so sure of things. In fact, I'm going to play a song now by I'm an Aquarian. I've never listened to this song. This will be an adventure that I'm going to share with you. And it's called Certainly Unsure, and it's by Aquarius Blue. I dedicate this to all of you who are blue over Facebook. Come on now, get over it. I'm going to try to play this now. Why isn't it playing? Well, you know what? I don't know whether it's playing or when mute does. Plus, I don't want mute. No, I don't want monitor. I just want it to play. I don't know. Anyway, see, I'm just learning to use this radio. I'm not going to play Certainly Unsure now because it's on deck 2, and I don't know. You know what may happen is record this show and find out I did play it, or played a few bars of it. But anyway, that'll just be the song I'll just recommend to you. If you haven't heard Certainly Unsure, then if you feel like listening to it, go right ahead. You have my permission. I had 253 of it. Yeah, I did play a few bars. And, okay, now, how about In Print? That's, or Never Felt So Right. Aquarius Blue. Well, on the air. Yeah, it says we're on the air, but it doesn't say that we're listening to anything here. Never Felt So Right. Okay, play that and see if it'll start. Is it starting? I may have to ask you if you heard anything about this. Hello, this is practice. This is exploration of the world of radio, and I hope you're happy that you heard this so far. And yeah, because it's yeah. Okay, thank you. Come on. Yeah, we seem to have a difference of opinion here about my abilities with the gift of gab here, the art of blab. All right, well, we'll be winding this one up in a minute. I'm going to figure out why I can't play music on the dumb thing. This is on Spreaker, and I got them all lined up with a playlist. And the only thing is, I didn't play anything. And I hope you learned something about don't take Facebook too seriously, because it could make you sad. And if I got something out of it, even if you didn't. There are those that say that radio broadcasting, after all, can be a totally self-involved experience. You go into the studio, you close the door all by yourself, and so you have to get yourself reminded that you're not the only one. Just because you're the only one talking, that doesn't mean you're the only one involved in the experience. You need auditors too. And so you want feedback. Well, I'll get some feedback from my friends, if any of them that did run across this. I have some objectives. I want to start looking at Skype, and I want to figure out why I couldn't play Certainly Unsure and Never Felt So Right and the other songs by Aquarius Blue. And I want to rectify that because, if you're on air, you should be able to play some music. Okay, right? Yes, right? You agree with me, right? Yeah, okay, fine. I'll try to do better next time as we talk about similar subjects and so I can have a musical break too. Because another thing, when you're talking the whole time, you could get a sore throat or whatever, and you may need the ability to have a musical break, or or you run out of things to say. You know what I'm saying? If you do know already, then the question, why am I telling you that if I keep saying Yeah, well, because I'm nervous. That's why. Why am I nervous? Because I couldn't play Certainly and Sure by Aquarius Blue. Last time, I talked about some real issues about owning a home versus letting a home own you. Huh? Do you really own a house when you supposedly own it, or does it own you because you have to keep getting things repaired or going out doing repairs? We had a plumbing incident this week. Fortunately, my son figured out how to fix it before we flooded ourselves out. But the American dream is being challenged here by the American reality, as it seems that in the crash we had, 2007 going forward, the middle class lost somewhere, it's been estimated, $16 trillion of wealth. And a lot of that was tied up in real estate. So on the seriously folks side of thing, and I'll still be talking about that. I write about that stuff for financial services publications of various kinds. Not as much as I used to, but I do, and I'm still interested in that. And so I'll be talking with you later about more about that. Did it last time, and I have some nasty things about saying that, not just about people that are addicted to Facebook. I didn't say nasty things, but critical things or whatever. Or watch out for that. Watch out for lottery ticket thinking, which Wall Street runs on the knowledge that most people are going to take care of the interests of the rich, because they think they're going to be one of them. They're going to be rich, and they want to make sure their interests are protected when they do. But anyway, that's it for today. Hope you had a good time. And now... Still on the air. Well, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be off the air now. I didn't get the timing on that very well. Okay, but we're going to take off again. Okay, so we're going to have... how did I do so far today? By the way, I wish if we had Skype, it gives an instant feedback. Same to all of you, okay? Now, as I said, goodbye. I'm taking off now. I'm leaving. So, you can yourself.